there YouTube, how the devil are we? In today's video I wanted to look at the lore of No Man's Sky, but before we get to that I wanted to say a massive thank you to all those people who've watched my videos, the people that have subscribed to me. I really do appreciate it. I've only got 20 subscribers, but that's 20 more than I had a week ago. I can't believe there's 20 people that have seen the video and want to watch more, so I really do appreciate it, so thank you very much indeed. So what do we mean by lore? Well, lore is the backstory of a universe or a world. It's what creators use in order to flesh out the characters, the locations, the whole history of the worlds that they've created. It allows us to have a visceral reaction to the ultimate fates of the characters. You know, those deep feelings that you want to root for them, if you like. You know, people want Luke Skywalker to win. In order for to get those feelings, you have to know the backstory of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. You need to understand, where he's come from, and why he's fighting the Empire, why the Empire are bad, and things like that. And in order to do that, in order to create that feeling that people will have. George Lucas creates a lore around that. He gives the Empire a backstory. It's explained in various books. Where the Empire has come from, where the Sith Lords have come from, where the Jedi have originally come from. It as I said, it fleshes them out a bit. It just gives you a context for what has made them the way they are. And in the case of the Empire, why the Empire needs to be stopped, why the Sith Lords need to be stopped. It's what sets apart a merely good story or a film or a game from one that's truly epic, one that you want to keep playing because you feel you're a part of that universe. And it's clear from the PlayStation video released the other day that Hello Games want No Man's Sky to be more than just another game. They want to give our journey through the universe a sense of purpose, like you're connected to it, like you feel you want to keep playing. If I travel to the next planet, will I find out a little bit more about my place in this world? Will it answer some of the questions I have? Who am I? It's clear from previous interviews with Hello Games that they don't really tell you anything at the moment about who you are, why you are there. That's part of the journey, part of the excitement of No Man's Sky is exploring and finding out, what your ultimate reason for being in the universe is. It's what will keep us interested in making that journey to the centre of the galaxy and beyond that. Long after we probably would have put down the controller on any other game that we'd play. It'll keep me going, certainly. Now, to create their own lore, Hello Games have created a series of alien races within No Man's Sky. Each of these have a unique identity, a unique architecture, their own language. In order to find out a bit more about each race, you'll need to talk to them. You'll need to read the writing on the monoliths that are dotted around the various planets throughout No Man's Sky. These are somehow connected to the Atlas, the mysterious sort of universal database that all your discoveries are linked to. It's the logo of No Man's Sky, so it's clearly something that's really important and underpins a lot of the lore in the game. The universe of No Man's Sky, they've built rules into that universe. The rules are policed by the Sentinels, the self-replicating army of drones, and part of your journey throughout the universe of No Man's Sky is to learn what these rules are, how you can break those rules in some case, how you can avoid getting killed by the Sentinels. Now, to give that lore further credence, author and illustrator Dave Gibbons and New York Times bestselling sci-fi writer James Swallow have been commissioned. They're going to create a special comic titled Adventure in No Man's Sky. Now, the comic will be released as part of the PS4 limited edition bundle on the day of release. And it features two stories. One of those involves a trader carrying a valuable cargo. From the conceptual drawings, it looks like that trader will be a member of the Gek, which is a race of bird-like creatures that we saw first back in the Hello Games press event back in March. The second story in the comic is a survival story about a character who's shipwrecked on a planet, trying to fix their ship and escaping the planet while being pursued by a hostile alien species. Now, that story is told from a very personal viewpoint, and both of those stories add to that lore. They give a bit more history about it. It's not directly connected to the game in the fact that you won't actually play those characters in the game in any way. You won't come across them. You probably won't come across the worlds that they inhabit. It just gives you a bit more of a story about other things that are going on in that universe that aren't in any way really connected with your journey. But it gives you a bit more clue as to what else is going on. You know, it's not all about you, if you like. The lore is completely about the whole entire makeup of the universe and the events that happen within it. Now, while lore has long been a part of literature and filmmaking, it's only in today's open sandbox like games that we can really get enough immersion in them to feel like we're creating our own story, that we're a part of the universe that those games have created. That said, many open world games, despite the expansive nature of their environments, still have a general set of rails that are guiding you through the story. There is a overarching story to complete within the game, and the brilliance of No Man's Sky that it doesn't have that really. It doesn't spoon feed you a storyline to keep you engaged. There are no quests, there are no leveling up of your character, there is no sort of overt sense of accomplishment. It's your own observations, it's your own experiences what drive the game forward for you. Now, while there's a general kind of aim to get to the centre of the galaxy, there will always be good reasons to continue playing long after that point is reached. Indeed, Hello Games have been very honest and said that actually they don't believe that many players will actually make the journey to the centre of the galaxy, and I assume ultimately the centre of the universe. They'll create their own adventures in the game. They'll go off and they'll be traders. They'll go off and they'll do combat. They'll be trying to depopulate worlds of creatures in some cases, from what I've seen on forums. Everyone will be telling their own story in their own unique way. There is no real, from what we can tell, ultimate end of the game. It will just continue for you, and the lore of No Man's Sky and the lore they're building into the game will help you achieve that.